Morning musings from the studio on this tiny little Greek island. I am trying a new, uh, a new. It's OBS Studio, and I'm trying it out, and I have no idea if it's even working. So if anybody shows up, please let me know if you're receiving this. And I also don't know, I'm going to open it up. Yeah, I don't know. So I'm just going to keep going, and let's talk a little bit about the day. This morning, I pushed beyond my limitations and got up and went out for a nice long half walk, half kind of, let's say, very minimal kind of a jogging thing. I wouldn't actually call it jogging. It was very, 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 very minimal. The point was to actually get out there and do it, just to get up and get active first before actually settling down and doing my journaling and my favorite time of day. That was a good thing. I always enjoy it once I get out the door. It's just getting out the door that seems to be my my block, my stumbling, my hesitation, my resistance. But I did it this morning. I don't know why. I actually woke up and said, Vita, put your shoes on. Don't think about it and go. I did put on my bathing suit, not believing that I would actually go for an early morning cold water swim. It has been a long time. Oh, Corby, good morning. So this is working. I'm trying something new here, a new platform, a new way of streaming, and just wasn't sure if it was work. But if you're here, then apparently it is live. I am working. I'm online. So anyways, I decided to get up and go on this, it was mostly a walk with a little bit of very light running, as I mentioned earlier. And thankfully, I did bring down a towel. I left it on the beach before I went for my hike around. It's good that you're back, Corby. So glad that you are also feeling better. I have another friend as well who is also sick this week. She has been sick all week. It's, no fun. No fun at all. And so I came back. Usually I go on this walk. It goes around halfway to the village and comes back to the beach, to my favorite beach. My favorite beach in the wintertime. In the summertime, it's absolutely crazy, very busy, very alive with music and people and all these kind of food, all these things happening. But now in the wintertime, it is absolutely deserted, especially in the mornings. So I walked along the beach and thought, maybe I actually will go for an early cold water swim. And I did. And the water was absolutely freezing. And I loved every minute of it. I loved mostly the fact that I did it, that I pushed through, that I didn't let my hesitation block me from going in the water, and it was, again, every time I go in, even though it's cold, there's a sense of immediate. It's meditation. I'm telling you guys that it is the most immediate form of meditation, of becoming present, of becoming completely enveloped in the present moment. And that's what happens with the cold water swimming. Maybe if there's any others out there who do cold water swimming, will put in, give me your ideas on it. But it seems to me that it is the most intense, quick form of immediate meditation. You go in the water and you're there. And especially when it's really cold. If it's not so cold, your mind can kind of wander and you can do all sorts of things. But when it's really cold, you are immediately present. So I was very, very grateful for that, because it brings on all these really beautiful, feelings. And there I was, swimming around. I only stayed in about 10 minutes. Which is plenty in this kind of weather, and came back up to the house, did my morning thing, and here I am. And today I am thinking about the next session of my online world. And Corby, this will be the next session of the Seascape, which I want to upload and connect with you guys. And also, I think we need to have set up the Tuesdays meeting. And I'll come into the community later today and put up a post for you guys, and let's see what we can put together for this next week. So if you have any questions, please go into the community area and upload or ask your question. Upload your question. It's a beautiful day today. I am... Okay, the big thing in my mind is how I can really only hyper focus. That's good news. Thank you, Corby. Really hyper focus on what I'm doing. And when I am alone in my house and it's just me and I have no distractions, I'm 120% here in this space, in this studio, focused, undistracted. It all works. And now that my family is back and the house is full, I'm distracted. Okay, so the first week that they came back, that's, I think, valid and normal. Yes, you want to spend time with them. You want to catch up on, the last months, what has been going on, because they have been in the States and now they are back here. And, you want to spend time with them. And I get back into mom mode and I want to do the cooking and I want to pick up after them and I'm going to do their laundry and all that kind of thing. Ooh. And I get distracted. So my goal in this next week, right now they're gone, they're off doing their young lives in the city and having fun and with their friends and all of that. My goal is to, I'm going to have to get in my physical realm, right? Not in the abstract. I'm going to have to get... Hello, New Zealand. Hello, Kat Ferguson. How nice to have you here. Wonderful. Oh, New Zealand is one of my dreams. So I'm going to have to get into my physical area and put together a program. It's like the foundations of painting. Thank you for being here, Kat. I appreciate that. So when you come into learning something, or you need to do something, something has to happen in your life, in your daily life, you kind of have to come into the actual physical part of that, which deals with acting, with doing, with pushing forth the intentions that you have for the day. So my intention is to figure out how my day is going to go, so that I can be here in my morning hours, because morning hours are more productive for me. Those are when it comes into the afternoon, I tend to slide. So what does that mean? I'm going to have to put together, if I want to do all the cooking and I want to do all that, which I do. I love doing it. So I'll have to move that to the afternoon or the evening, so that the next day the food is ready and I don't have to worry about it in the morning. So that may give me, I can have my frame of mind here in my little tiny studio on this beautiful little tiny Greek island. And then in the afternoons, when I tend to lull, create and take care of the home, right? That family part, being the mom part. You know, my girls are 25, and yes, they are grown up and independent, and they're just lovely people. There is still, I think, maybe you guys can answer me in the comments if you kind of have the same feeling when your kids come back, if you're of the older generation, when your kids come back, that you kind of slip right back into mom mode, or into the caring type. Not everybody is like that. My very most special friend is like that. Although she was the working person in her relationship. I mean, she was the one that was playing the quote unquote masculine idea of things back in my day. That's what we called it, right? It was unusual for women to do the working part. It was mostly the men that were out working, but she is my rebel friend and out and just decided to do things very differently. And, hats off. So there are people who are playing different roles in their lives. But it just seems to me that, if you're the nurturing type, let's put it that way, if you're the nurturing type and the family comes home, you move back into nurturing. Maybe that's a better way to put it, rather than separating the binary male, female, and the different roles that were played back in our time. Today, it's becoming very fluid and opening, which is, I think, quite positive. So the binary. Ooh, I could go on about the binary as well. Binary, this or that, over here, over there, up or down. Binary, we look at everything from a binary perspective. And in your creative channel, you have to connect the two. It's not one or the other. It's all of it at the same time. Your creativity comes through you, right? Flowing through you, or flowing up from without the depths of who we are. There's movement. You can't be locked into one or locked into another and expect a full opening and a full presence, because when you become present, that is when your different areas, the more abstract with the physical acting out, come into play. Otherwise, you're stuck in one or stuck in the other, and you're binary. But when you connect the two, we release that binary clutch on defining our lives. And we need it. It's useful looking at things in a binary way in our daily lives. It's useful. It's what we know how to do. It's from our ego center. And ego is not a bad thing. I'm going to say that again and again and again. Our egos are really, really important, great pals. The ego is the part of us that gets us through the day. And, we better be chummy with that energy. I wouldn't allow the ego to control all of who I am and what I'm doing in the day, but it is the motivator and the willpower. It's yeah, let's go do this. We're going to do that. This has to get done today. Let's put that together. That's quite a different perspective than letting the ego come up and engage your more expansive, fluid mind. Don't you think? I hope I'm making sense. I love thoughts like this. They just, they just kind of work through me all day long as I'm contemplating and watching and experiencing life, trying to keep it all together, because we're all binary. But it's nice when there are those moments of spontaneous presence where we, that's wonderful, Kat. I do as well. So when we are in that state of balance, which usually happens at the heart area, because this is where we can open and do the teeter-totter thing, connecting the top abstract areas with our physical areas and becoming open to the creative flow. And, you have the control of how much you're going to swing one way or swing the other, if you're going to come into balance and just kind of go through your day connected. Wow. Okay, so I'm excited about this new little platform. I'm glad that you are here with me today. It's fun, so much fun when you join me. And so I'm glad you're here, you guys. I am going to sign off. I will be here. Oh my goodness, today is Friday, isn't it? I'll be here on Monday again, and we'll go through the next week together in these morning musings from the tiny little studio on this tiny little Greek island. Send me your questions, your comments. Let me know what you're thinking and what you're feeling. If you have any blocks anywhere, I love to talk about everything, especially in a creative sense. So maybe we can uncover together how to release creative blocks, how to work through this creative channel, how to be more present in our studios and more widen our base with our artwork and the way we approach coming to our artwork and bringing it all together. It's the sphere of the wheel, right? We're not looking at the different spokes of the wheel, but the wholeness of of creating. In my studio, it's artwork. In somebody else's studio, it's writing their book. In another studio, quote unquote studio, it's building bridges or homes, or, the fishermen going out fishing. We all have our tiny little studios within us, and we all embrace life basically in the same kind of way, although we come at it from different perspectives. So exciting to look at and to open up to. So you guys, I will be back on Monday. Have a beautiful, beautiful weekend, and I will see you soon.